Hey, Brotherhood of the Bat. I have a new episode of Beware the Batman discussions. I don't know if I have a title for this. I decided that since I don't read Batman anymore, maybe I should do a weekly discussion of each episode on Beware the Batman. And it's brought to you by Primal Paper Comics. They're the good folks I do Red Knight with. And not only can you go to the website and order print or downloads of Red Knight and the other fine comics at Primal Paper Comics, you can also check us out with this free PDF version of the free Comic Book Day special. All 5 titles represented here, so you can, for free, just check it out and see what you like, if you like anything. We have a pretty good diverse 5 titles here. I think you might find something there. Now, Beware the Batman, Episode 2. This is the Magpie episode. I don't remember the title. I'll have to look it up by the time I post this video. I'll put that. There's a lot of stuff going on here. First off, Alfred hurt his leg in the previous episode of Beware the Batman. So he brings in an old friend of his, Katana, who, as we discover in this episode, her father was also MI6 and has a history with Alfred. Therefore, he brings her in to be his bodyguard and driver. So she doesn't know he's Batman, so she's kind of irritated and not very happy. She's doing this as a favor, actually. And she finds Bruce Wayne a bore. And likewise, Bruce Wayne isn't totally crazy about this newcomer being brought into his business, especially when he's trying to be Batman around her. But at the same time, it seems like what's interesting, he does seem interested in testing her, and that's definitely something we get at the end of the episode. Meanwhile, we have this mystery of who is the Magpie. Now, Magpie is kind of a C-lister, maybe a D-lister in the Batman universe, which I don't think that's fairly earned. I always thought she was an interesting character. I have very little experience with her, actually. I don't own a comic with her in it. I've seen her, I'm familiar with her, but yeah, she makes very rare appearances. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry if I believe she was killed off in the Face the Face storyline, which was the 1 year later story where someone was killing off villains, and it turned out to be somebody that the writer did not even give us a hint about. I forgot to mention this story when I was in my Ask the Romanos video talking about my least favorite Batman stories. Forgot to mention this one. It's really terrible. I don't recommend it. You should actually stay away from it. But I believe that's the last time we've seen her. Of course, New 52 changes everything, but you know, she's a female character, so she's probably still dead. Now, with the New 52, I've stopped reading Batman, so this is pretty much my Batman now. I know, it's really strange. I can't get over that. So, I think I'm going to discuss these episodes week by week. Now, where was I? Magpie. We're trying to figure out who this character is. It's an interesting mystery as to who she is, what was she all about, what her power set is, her obsession with stealing shiny objects. She turns out to be a former klepto turned superpowered person. And also, by the way, we have this small little subplot dealing with Barbara Gordon. Yeah, I was actually a little surprised to see her so early in this show, because there was some discussion like, oh, is Batgirl and Robin even in this show? Because there was so much of the trio of Batman, Alfred, and Katana that, you know, are we going to see any of these characters? And wow, we see them like second episode. Jim Gordon and Barbara. There's also a mention of Mom, so I assume Jim's first wife is the mother in question. We'll maybe see her as well, maybe. It's actually interesting. It's actually interesting to see Jim Gordon have a wife in this episode. I don't think he's ever been married in the previous TV versions. of the show. Well, anyway, Barbara's very curious about finding out about Batman. So I don't believe at this point she is Batgirl, but it does look like the wheels are turning in her head. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen first. Are we going to see Robin first, or are we going to see Batgirl first? Now, in previous versions, we saw Robin first in the Bruce Timm show, and then Batgirl first in The Batman. So I don't know. Maybe they'll hit the same time. I have no idea what we're going to do with this. But it is interesting, by the way. So anyway, I dug this episode a lot. I really like the interaction between Batman and Magpie, and I really enjoyed the world building in this one. And incidentally, we're getting to learn a little bit more about this version of the Batman universe. I like this one episode a lot. Actually, I think I liked it better than the previous episode, so not bad. We're getting better with each episode. I'm looking forward to episode 3, and I'll actually do a video discussing that one as well. So I think that's it for now. Push the button, Lindsay.